Hi all, sorry for a long pause in posting our videos. Thanks again for appreciating our work, for comments, likes and subscriptions. According to several comments concerning whether there is any possibility to somehow add async Drupal functional to any already existing site, we'll respond to you with definite yes, and that's why our new bit long video has appeared. Properly speaking, the main aim of creating ASYNC Drupal as a distributive is to show capability of certain modules. So we've just combined several modules within this distributive, that give more dynamics to any site you want. So we've chosen such site as ERPAL as an example. What is ERPAL? ERPAL is a very cool centralized and web-based business management distribution to help you to manage business process. We've chosen it because it includes a lot of functional from the box. It'll help us to show you capabilities of async Drupal of different difficulty. More information about ERPAL you can find on drupal.org/project/ERPAL. ERPAL also has its own YouTube channel. We have downloaded the latest version of ERPAL and installed it locally. Here it is, brand new set. Nothing was changed yet. Let's imagine that ERPAL is our existing site. Sure thing, we'll add some simple features to it, and all your special use cases or something like this you can add by yourselves, because all the actions you'll see will be added with the help of module rules. But even these simple features will make ERPAL more dynamic. That will save you precious time. For example, if you want to check if there is any change on the site, like new message, contact, etc., without reloading the page. So we've also downloaded last version of ASYNC Drupal, and now all we need is to go to Profile, Modules, and copy some modules into our ERPAL installation. Also go Sites, All Modules, and let's not, of course, take them all. Sure thing, it's Rules, Rule Node.js section, Views Node.js. Such modules as ctools or views already exist in ERPAL profile. We already checked that, and you also can check if you want, of course, not to have duplication of modules. Well, if you forget something, I think we'll add it later. Great. As you can see, we've just copied several modules from ASYNC Drupal, or you can download these modules from Drupal.org. More detailed information concerning each module, by the way, you can find on our YouTube channel in previous videos. So I'll just install them through Drush in console. So we write Drush en Node.js config for easy configuration of module Node.js. Config Node.js watchdog. This module helps us check if Node.js works properly. Okay, next, rules Node.js action. Node.js action. And views Node.js. Good. Let's add one module in the custom folder of ASYNC Drupal. It's Node.js marker, and we will also enable it. Node.js marker. Good. It seems these are all Node.js modules we need. We will also enable rules module, because all Node.js Drupal modules are configured through module rules, as I have already mentioned. You'll see it further. Perhaps you have already seen it in our previous videos, and we'll show all power rules today again. Okay. Also, we will enable rules admin module, to have an access to admin rules pages. And I recommend to enable rules conditional module. Conditional. This module gives an opportunity to make complicated rules architecture with different variations. Good. It seems these are all modules we need for our video. Sure thing, you can enable all other modules if you want, and press enter. Then we're waiting. Come on. Yep. We see that rules conditional was added automatically by Drush because it doesn't exist in ASYNC Drupal's default installation. So all modules are installed. Let's reload the page. Okay. We go to Node.js configuration. And here we only change port on any you want, for example, 4.8, and save configuration. We go back to Node.js configuration. Here we only change Node.js, and let's generate our configurations into Node.js config.js file. Okay, port is 4.8. Backend, in our case, it's ERPAL log, as you can see. And save. If you still don't have Node.js installed in your local server, have a look at our previous videos, the one where we show how to enable Node.js to Ubuntu. We have it already installed. We just configure it for ERPAL. So copy the generated configurations, open our editor, and we find our module Node.js. Node.js.config.example. Let's open it. And replace all data we've copied from the configuration page and save it without the word example. Like this. We want also to pay your attention on one issue. You have to add polling to transport to Node.js configuration. This information can be found on the main project page of ASYNC Drupal on Drupal.org. Perhaps when you'll watch this video, this issue will be already fixed. So polling. And save. Now we need to check if our server starts correctly. We go to Node.js module. Node.js module. And let's install npm module. Now we go to Node.js module documentation and install npm packages. The packages that we need for Node.js to work correctly. It may take some time, so I'll pause. So all packages that are described here are installed. Now let's try to start our Node.js server. We write node server.js. We see server was started. To check it, let's return to ERPAL. Let's open one more page incognito. Go to watchdog. And let's try to open any non-existing page. Something like this. Yes, we see Node.js works properly. We see watchdog updates in runtime, so great. What next? Next, let's see where we would like to have more interaction in our ERPAL. The first thing is, for example, we've got menu item contacts. If you have your own business, sure thing you've got business contacts, and you have, for example, big management team that always adds new contacts, and you would like to see when a new contact was added. Let's add a marker new on menu item contacts when a new contact was added. Okay, so let's try to make it possible. We have a Node.js marker module. Good. So we have to get to know what are contacts in ERPAL. I have figured out that contacts in ERPAL are nodes of content type contact. Let's go to rules. Create a new rule. Let's name it marker on contacts menu item. Okay. Event will be after saving new node of type contact. And save. Add action. Add marker. Our ID will be ERPAL contact ID. It's an ID of HTML element of menu item. ERPAL contact. Okay. In other field text of the marker, we can set text that will be shown on menu item. In our case, it's new, like by default, and save. Good. Now, what do we need to do? Is add this ID to the menu item itself. So we look in ERPAL menu, edit contacts menu item, and set ID. And save. Next, we go to front page. Now we need to log in under new user that will add new contact. As you can see, after installation of ERPAL, we already have a lot of demo content that is very well. It saves our time and shows ERPAL power. Let's log in as a project manager user. PM. We go to contacts menu item. Push the button create new contact and create new contact. ASYNC team will be company name and save. Okay, as you can notice, we can see a marker near contacts menu item. Now we'll know that a new contact was added. So now we know how to add marker to any menu item. Okay, so let's do something else. In ERPAL we have such view which is called global heartbeat, where we can see all actions of all users that were done in ERPAL. Let's make this view update in runtime without reloading the page, so we can follow that what is currently going on in ERPAL all the time. Views Node.js will help us with this. Let's drag and drop our view global heartbeat to the top of the page. Next, we go to rules page and we again create a new rule. We will name it update global heartbeat in runtime. We have previously checked that this view shows entity messages, so we need to add an event after saving a new message. After saving a new message. Okay, and save. Add an action views update. Search our view. Sorry, again, search our view. Okay, save. We've also previously found its name and display. And let's try to create something under PM user. What can we do? Let's add one more contact. Let's name it sys, for example. Sys, and save. And now this view has to be added automatically, like this. Voila. As we can see, view is updated, and the message that a new contact sees was received without reloading the page. So now let's try something a little bit more complicated. As you've already mentioned, there is project management tool in ERPAL, where we can create projects, tasks, and comments to the tasks, and to track time spent on this or that task. Okay, now let's come up with something else. For example, I'm a developer, and I'd like to know what tasks do I currently have and to receive all notifications concerning my tasks. First, I'd like to see when I'll be included to any new project. So let's add notification. For it, let's go and create a new rule again. It will be named new project assigned to user. We have checked previously that in ERPAL projects are nodes of content type project. So we select event after saving new contact. Where it is? Sorry, after saving new content. And choose type project. And save. Okay. Well, now rather interesting part. We have figured out that Node project has a field which is called field project team, where all users that work on this project are saved. Now we need to send a message to each user added to current project. So let's add a loop for field project team. And press continue. Okay. Now we need to add an action to each iteration of a loop. This action will be action Node.js. So now we see now we see a form of this action. Let's discuss each field of a form. First field, it's actually a subject of notification field. Let's make a subject new project added. Okay, next field, body of notification message. In our case, let's make a link directly to the project page. Let's find a token with the title of a project and a token with the URL of a project. Here it is. Next, user picture field. We should choose which user's avatar to show in notification message. I guess that in our case it'll be an author of the node. Let's try to find a token of author of a node. Copy and paste. Okay. Now we have two fields. It's roles and user IDs. So we can choose either to send messages to definite roles or directly to some users using user IDs. In our case, we will send notification messages directly to each user in the field project team in each iteration of a loop. So we search token in our iteration. Of course, we've already checked it before because structure of ERPAL is pretty huge. Just to save your time. Where it is. Just copy this token and paste. And add user ID. And save. Okay. We go to the front page. And now let's try to create a project under user PM and assign it to admin. Project will be async. Create new project async. ASYNC Drupal. Customer ASYNC TM. Okay. Okay. And just add a new team member of a project. Admin. Some fields here. Let's set that admin is a project manager. And save. Okay. And now we see admin received a notification message where we have an avatar of user who created the project, subject and body linked to the project. In our case, so let's click. And now we are on the project page. Perfect. Seems it works. Now user will be always notified about new project he is involved into. As a developer, I'd also like to see notifications about new messages and tasks which were assigned to me. Let's create a task in async project. Let's name it first task. Here, first task. All the other fields will leave the same, but in the field assigned users, we'll choose admin and click save. Okay, so as you can see, we can also add any comment to the task. Okay, so we'd like to see notifications about such comments. Let's go again to rules and create a new rule. Let's name it notification about new comments. Choose event after saving new comment. Of type task comment and save. Good. We've checked before that the task has field task attached to users, where users assigned to these tasks are saved. Now let's add conditional if node of current comment actually has this field. Okay. Comment. Like this. Okay, and save. Good. Now we have to add a notification to each user of this field. We will use loop again. Click add a new loop. Choose field. Task assigned users. And continue. Good, and now let's add our action Node.js. Okay. A subject will be A new comment was added with the title of a task. Let's add a token for node title. Where it is. Title. Then body subject of comment with link to task. Subject. User picture field. Let's add an author of a comment to this field. And let's take user ID. But we will send a message to user ID from our iteration. Such token. It will be this token, I guess. And save. Seems to me our rule should look like that. Perfect. Let's add a comment by user PM to the task which is assigned to admin. This one, I guess. It's already assigned to admin. Write something. Let's write something in comment. Like new comment and save. And user admin sees a new notification. New comment was added in first task and was linked to task. Yes, maybe link of notifications is a little bit too dark, but you can add your own style with few lines of CSS, I guess. Click on comment subject and we see a task page. Okay. So I guess that will be quite enough for one video. I think these rules that we have created currently will save plenty of your time and of your big team, and will give great interactivity. So try it, use it, enjoy it, stay with us, stay with ASYNC Drupal, wait for our new videos. Thanks for watching us. Au revoir.